used to fucking just trip out and just go off, you know what I mean? When you start selling some records, you gotta limit that a little bit because you get in trouble a lot easier. Everybody knows when you get in trouble. When something upsets me or someone betrays me or I find out somebody is just full of shit or somebody's talking shit or doing this, I mean, it affects me, you know? And it's just the way it is. And, you know, there's ways of dealing with it.
Fred Durst is a great businessman, but he's not an artist. I don't feel that from him. I don't give a fuck if he's got $10 gajillion. He is not an artist to me. And, you know, it has nothing to do with him as a person. It is what he is doing. He is pre-packaging, and he is he's processing music that a lot of kids feel.
Man, this band is super fat. And we don't even know them. You know what I mean? That's their whole thing. That's their chant. That's their thing. And it's sort of like, that's cool. You know, maybe all this hate that's going around the world is from, you know, it's all these, that's why I said, I know why you want to hate me, because hate is all the world has even seen lately.
I know why you want to hate me. I know why you want to hate me. Now I know why you want to hate me. Because hate is all the world has even seen lately.
Didn't you say once about something about Slipknot fans, and I'm just going by?
No, that's what they created because they had to create something. They had to have a reason.
If you bump into them, you know, in the halls of a recording studio, would you talk?
Well, you know, I don't really hold grudges, but, you know, maybe they'll grow up. You know, maybe they'll think about what they're putting out there, that kind of energy.
Go ahead and talk about me. Go ahead and talk about my generation.
I don't think I've really hated anybody. Been very upset and express myself. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. You know, and I've expressed myself in tons of ways. I don't hate anybody. It's a very, very diseased, bad feeling. It's a very ill thing. Just don't hate. I mean, I've always told people just don't hate. And my first record, it says in the inlay, it says I don't hate anyone, but there are people I dislike.
We don't give a fuck again. We won't ever give a fuck until you give a fuck about me and my generation.
You always learn from your mistakes. That's what's great about life, is the mistakes. Making mistakes is the best part of life. Make a mistake every day. And it's just, what you do is you don't make the same mistake twice.
Who gets the blame? You get the blame, and I get the blame.
Do you think your fans are surprised of your spirituality?
I mean, what we do, when we pray, we're praying to God. We don't follow an organized. We don't have, like, there's rules.
Bible,
like, if we were gonna follow rules of an organized religion, I couldn't say shit, mother. I couldn't say any of that
You
stuff.
can't really say that now.
Oh, okay. And I couldn't. You couldn't have premarital sex. You couldn't do anything. Like that's like. And I'm not a bad person because I say or do those things, and neither is anybody else. But we definitely believe in God. Is like, we're grateful for everything we got, and we're just that band, and we're definitely not trying to get across this preaching thing. It's our belief. If you believe, you believe. If you don't, you don't.
Do it on your own. Practice.
That's you, and it's a subject that we'll leave for Jim Baker, man.
Should I be feeling bad? Should I be feeling good? It's kinda sad. I'm the laughing stock of the neighborhood, and you would think that I'd be moving on, but I'm a sucker, like I said. Been the headline.
When are you at your most relaxed? When are you not overanalyzing things?
Never. If I could stop my mind whenever I wanted to and stop thoughts from going through my head, that'd be great, but I think all the time. I never stop.
And maybe she just made a mistake, and I should give her a break. My heart will ache either way. Hey, what the hell, what you want me to say? I won't lie, that I can't deny.
I don't think there is a model or a guide for what should be, period, anyway. I just think that being alive is the best thing you can have.
Do you ever feel like you're going crazy?
I'm definitely crazy.
In what respect?
In the respect that the people who are probably crazy are the most sane people in the world. Probably.
Do you ever feel like you need therapy? Do you ever say, man, I just need to talk to somebody about this?
Just don't. I mean, how could someone else that's not me know me better than me? You know what I mean? Maybe if you have things jumbled up together that you don't understand, you need someone to help you organize what you think in the first place. Maybe that's therapy some people would need. But if you need to think you need to just go to somebody because you think you're insane, then probably not.
You think you're special, you do. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it when you laugh at me, look down on me, and walk around on me.
Anytime you interview a band, there's always 1, 2, or 3 members of a record label floating around. Today, the only person in here from a label is the VP, and that's you.
Yeah, I like it better that way. I don't need anybody's approval. You know what I mean?
But you once said that you kind of do in some respects. Because
no, I need approval from my peers, from my fans, and from my tight-knit family around me. And that's it. I don't need approval from the corporation. Flawless Records is my record company, and it's all about giving artists that deserve a chance, man. They got something real to offer the world musically, and I want people to be able to get their foot in the door easier than it really takes.
Just one fight about your leadership.
I think there's tons of bands and people out there that just don't know the right people and they deserve a chance. There's unheard ofs that'll just, unless they get that break, it'll never happen, or they'll never get motivated enough, or never have the chance, or maybe it's not that easy for them to do what they need to do to get it. So I'm just trying to make it easier for them to have access to a chance to get their foot in the door.
Someday you'll see things my way. 'Cause you never know, no, you never know where you're gonna go.
I don't have anything to do with any band that I don't like, or I don't feel is real, or worthy of my fans even listening to.
Do you guys feel pressure when you're putting out each CD to make it better, make it sell more than the last one? Because you guys are top commodity right now.
Yes. Yeah, everybody wants you to be better than your last at bat, or if you're not in this world with the attention spans of today, you go away. To actually be consistent these days is very significant, you know what I mean? Like, because if you don't give your listener what they want, and if they're not feeling you, they'll just drop you and go to whoever's giving it to them, you know what I mean? It's really, the world is kind of shallow these days, and it's hard to, you know, from where I grew up, I'm not that old, but it wasn't like this not long ago for music.
Hey rockers, hip-hoppers, and everybody all around the world.
Sometimes when bands become popular and become something that people start liking and you start blowing up and getting bigger and bigger, a lot of people just keep going thinking they got to spend more money for videos and get bigger and make more money, and it becomes, they forget what they were there in the first place for, maybe. And we're just sort of, you know, some people with our feet on the ground, and we started this being fans before we were anything else. We're fans ourselves, and then we became a band, and then, you know, we got a record deal, we made records and started touring and spreading the word and selling records, and then I became an executive in my record company. But like before all of that, we were fans, and like what's happened to us since this records came out has been unbelievable, and it is all for fans. There's a lot of ways to touch these people, which is through music and film and just things that make you think or cause emotion in you. So we're going to just do those things. And we just pray that everybody stays alive. That's it. You know, we're not going to... I mean, this isn't Aerosmith, man.